All right, once you find a good solid jack point, you can either do the axle. This right here, there's the frame bars you can put it on, but we're doing it right there because it's more center of gravity for both wheels. You kind of put it there, it won't teeter-totter as much. You kind of just get it connected and then just slowly jack it up until both tires get off the ground. You just keep on doing this. Might be hard depending on where you are because you're not going to be able to get much leverage on the jack. So you just want to keep on going until you can fit comfortably underneath the car safely. All right, once you're under the car, you want to locate your oil pan. Oil pan right here is right here on this car. Once you locate that, you want to find a little bolt right here that's sticking out. You loosen this, be a little hole, and that's where your oil comes out. Tighten it, it'll keep it in place. So it's easier to drain the oil when your car is warmed up because it's warmer, all the oil will run through a lot smoother and quicker. You gotta get a little bucket just to hold the oil so it doesn't leak on your nice pavement. So once you find your oil pan, you wanna locate the nut right here. You loosen it as you need till it's finger. You move the bucket over it, and then you just loosen it with your finger. Just lefty-loosey until keep on loosening it until it comes out, and then once it's out, the oil will come out, and then you have all the oil drain into the bucket, as you can see right here. All right, once all the oil is drained out, which you'll be able to tell that by the oil coming out of the oil pan, you grab your bolt, you just kind of place it on by hand, tighten as much as you can, and then once it's tight enough for your hand, you grab the socket wrench, you just tighten it down. You don't want to tighten it too much, just hand tight, because you're going to need to be able to take it off again when you need to change the oil again. All right. Next, you got to locate your oil filter after you have the bolt all tightened up. See, in this Jeep, it's right here. Usually, they'll be either next to the oil pan or in the front of the car. All right, once you located your oil filter, you can go two ways about it. You can either, get a rag and dry everything off, make sure it's all nice and sticky, dry your hands off if they're dirty, and you can do it by hand. Or if you have an oil filter wrench right here, like looks like this, you got just a normal socket that you use to get off that bolt over there, pop it on, and then place it right up onto here, and then you just loosen it like that. All right, I actually put an extension on just to make it easier to be able to pull it out so I can move this more freely. You place it up onto the oil filter, pop it on, and then just loosen it. There it is. Loosen it until it comes out enough, and then you can just use your hands to do the rest of it. And once you get it off, it might drain out a little bit, but that's fine. The oil filter is going to be filled with oil, so you don't want to tip it because it will spill. Keep it upright, just like that. Once you got the new filter and the old oil, you kind of just want to lube up the seal right here to make it all go on a little better. So you just kind of dip it a little bit, just like that. All right, once you got the new filter that's been all lubed up, you just want to kind of pop it back in the same spot you had it, and then just get it right, and then just tighten it in like this. Once you have the new filter, you can do it hand tight. You don't need the wrench anymore because you don't want to put it on too much. Just enough for it to be on. You don't over tighten it. Just like that. All right, now that the new oil filter's on, you just want to find your oil cap, which is right here. Just be a little tough. Just loosen it up, take it off. So you use a funnel, looks like this. You place it right in here so you don't spill any oil onto the engine. You want to make sure the inside of your funnel is clean because you don't want any debris from that to be poured into where the oil goes. And this specific car takes 6 quarts. This is 1 quart. It takes 6 of these. You can figure that out just by looking it up on Google, how much your specific make and model needs. Just look it up and you'll be able to tell. It'll tell you. This one takes 6. So you just loosen that up. And you just pour it in. Until it's all in. You don't want to, the first couple you can just kind of pour in, and then when you get to like 3 or 4 quarts, you want to kind of take it slower because you don't want it to overfill. All right, once you pour the correct amount of oil into this, you just kind of put the cap back on and tighten it. Perfect. All right, once your cap's back on, you are going to want to start your vehicle and let it run for a few minutes just to let it all settle the bottom and get all locked in. So after your car is ready and all warmed up, you just want to take the dipstick out. And you could either use a rag or just your sweatshirt like I'm doing. If you don't care about your sweatshirt, you can just use the sleeve. You take it and you just clean it up a little bit. You put this back in. Put it all the way in. And then just take it back out. You'll be able to check to see if you need more or if you're good. I am good because it says safe and add. I'm like right around here. Depending on if you need more oil, if you have too much, there's an overfill if you have too much. So if you have too much oil, it'll fill out of that and it'll give you the right amount. If you don't have enough oil, you want to slowly add more into the cap here, loosen it, do it again until you're at a safe level.